Oh, we got a show for you today. It's February. This is the Black History Month edition. The inmates are now running the asylum. We're talking about Jerry Jones. There's a new free agent on the block that the Cowboys should make their number one on their list this offseason. We here, baby. Stay tuned with us. Cowboys, DLLS Podcast. Yeah, Monday, it is time to start the show. Welcome into the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We got company in the house today. This show is going to be live. We got people in studio. We'll bring that special guest out later, but we have another special guest here. But before we kick this thing off, I am your host today, Jesse Holly. You know I'm Captain Messi. I'm John. Come on.
Messi.
Come on, John. We got company in the house, John.
Come on, don't Mr. Fourth along.
No. We
Nate,
good.
Come on. There you go. Get it for him.
Oh, Jesus.
They like my twerking, baby. They like my twerking, baby. They like my twerking. Joining me to my radio right is the second. No, he's the first. You're the first. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, man. The greatest beat writer in Cowboy history, Mr. Clarence Hill.
Hustler.
Hey. And we needed some blocking. We needed some protection. They've been coming out our dome, so we said, Lord, let's get us some blocking in here, man. Let's get us some interior blocking going on in here. We got 3-time Super Bowl champion, 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro, the great Nathaniel Newton.
Yes. Thank you for having me, man. You know they built that 90s program around me, right?
Oh, I know.
They built that around me.
We're going to break it down. I'm glad you're here because he been hating.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
He hating.
How's
he trying to call me old.
Well,
he trying to call me old.
We kind of, up in age, you know what I'm saying?
But that's why I asked you what your age was.
He
older than me.
So he keeps
older than me.
He keeps trying to tell us that we both unk.
We ain't both
unk.
We unk.
I'm unk. You pop.
No, Nate. Are you unk?
So to me, I got to be a papa.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm older than you, so I'm a papa.
You know what I'm saying? We out the 90s, it's funny. I asked you that because I saw that.
Funny.
Well, funny is relative. But Daryl Johnson had a 60th birthday party the other day. I know Michael's turning 60. Dion's turning 60.
They all in there together.
We was out to say we should run down. Yeah. We used to run the streets together in Dallas back in the 90s, sir.
Listen, they ran the streets. You held on to the coattail.
Listen.
You held on to the coattail for dear life.
The streets, boy. Aquatic Mirage, Prime Time 21. But you don't even know how Dallas used to be, boy.
Whoa. I don't.
Listen, we glad to have y'all, man.
Wow, I'm glad to be here, man. But we bringing this thing in the wrong angle,
yeah.
man. We
talking about the 90s.
No, we need to be bringing this thing from a bigger light, man. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you hit the like button while you're in the chat. We're grateful to have you in here today, Nate. But let's get to this thing, man. Let's get right to this thing. Yeah. We always love having you in the studio with us, but some big news came out for you.
Yes.
This week.
Yes,
and you are very, what I love about you, Nate, I've gotten to know you for a long time now. And I love the new version of Nate.
Well, my old version wasn't good. My old version was okay, bro. I mean,
the old version,
my vocabulary has grown a little bit since
the old version. The old version, it wasn't for everybody.
Right.
He didn't really know the 90s version.
No, I wasn't hearing the 90s.
I was saying, he didn't know the 90s version.
He knew the Turk version.
I knew the Turk version, and that Turk version wasn't always the nicest.
Right.
But no, this is the new Nate. I love.
Yeah.
I love it. Like without you're I'm not saying my brother because you're older than I am, but you my dog.
Big brother.
You my dog. You my dog. But some pretty important news happened for you this weekend. You were pardoned.
Yeah.
You got the news from Jerry Jones.
To me, that was funny.
What?
With the pardon.
Let's talk about it, man. What does it mean?
Okay, tell you what a pardon means to me is that one day my granddaughters and my grandsons may look back and see all the things that has transpired through my life. And then they'll see at the end, hey, granddaddy or great-granddaddy was pardoned. Mm-hmm. And what that says to me, and I hope it says to them, is you can make mistakes. But once those mistakes happen and you start turning your life around, that it shows years and years of doing things the right way. I did a lot of things against man himself, young ladies, and against the law. But through me finding Christ, accepting Christ in my life, and I started a massive change. And over the last 20 or so years, that change has been very effective. For somebody to think of me, Nate Newton, I mean, in this world of all these stars and great people, for someone to say, hey, to go to the president, Trump, and say, hey, how about pardoning this guy? How about giving this guy a second chance? And just think now, it had to be, whether it was Mr. Jones, whether it was just somebody who I don't even know, to go to him, because you think Mr. Jones thinking about Nate? I mean, the president thinking about Nate? Come on, man. He don't know me. I don't know him. But, I mean, even though he's been an indirect part of my life, U.S. Avail folded. Thank you, President. Hey, I mean, he's been direct a part of my life for a long time. So, but I want to say thank you to him again. I mean, that's what life is all about. Is God put angels, whether you like them or not, in your way, in your path, that blesses you sometimes. Yeah.
And just talk about the process, because you didn't ask for it. You didn't know what was happening. It's not like you went and requested anything.
Nah.
But you talked about it, and we talked on the phone the other day, but you just lived your life. And you made a point. I chronicled your career from the 90s.
Yes.
Y'all be kind to Big Newt.
Yeah,
About to the 90s, to certainly what happened, and since you come back and how you've changed and lost weight and gained some of that weight back. You know, but really, the thing you talking about, living right. And all you done is kept your head down, living right. You ain't trying to make no waves.
No.
You ain't trying to be controversial. You gave your honest opinion, and you lived right, and you were blessed.
Yes. Let me tell you how this happened, man. The other day, I was just chilling with my wife at the crib, and I get a call from a Mickey Mouse saying, hey, I'm Mr. Jones' assistant, out of nowhere. And I'm telling my wife, nah, this ain't real. And then all of a sudden, I get these texts. Hey, call me on Mickey Mouse. And so I finally pick up the phone, because I don't know the number. She said, hey, I'm Mickey Mouse, Mr. Jones, assistant. And I'm like, okay. And so when we got off the phone, she's like, he want to see you between 7:15 and 7:30. This was at 5 o'clock, 5:30. I'm like, okay. And I told my wife, I ain't going to that. That ain't Mr. Jones. So I said, but to be sure, I'm going to call Derek Eagleton and a few other people. So I called Derek Eagleton. He said, I don't know no Mickey Mouse. But I will say this right here. 20 minutes ago, Todd Williams called me and asked for your number, that Mr. Jones needed it. I said, okay, I better go to this meeting because I don't want to, not mess up. So I get to Mr. Jones' office and, shake his hand, and he's sitting behind this big old desk, and I'm sitting over there in the little old spotlight seat is what I call it. I'm like, man, this man going to fire me, going to get rid of me. What did I say crazy? And so I'm going through our podcast. Right. I'm telling my wife, oh, Lord Jesus, what I done did. And he looks at me, and he said, you all right? I said, yes, I'm all right. So he gets up out from his desk and comes and sit right in front of me. I'm facing him. I said, what's up, Mr. Jones? And he said, I don't want to be casual about this, Nate. He said, I just want to tell you something. He said, but I don't want to be too casual. I'm like, okay, if we going to joke like we normally do, so I go to the joke mode automatically. He said, well, you've been pardoned for your crimes. I said, well, hold on, Mr. Jones. I said, I committed a lot of crimes. Which one I'm pardoned from? Like, he looked at me. I'm like, for real, which one I'm pardoned from? Which crime? He said, no. He said, you've been pardoned by the president, for your past crime. I said, that's when it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, well, tell the president, thank you very, very much for taking time out of his busy schedule. Him and all the people that works under him, tell him I thank him very, very much. I mean, can we call him right now? Or you seem like you got direct line to him. And he said, no, just wait a couple of days and do it. So we talked about life. We talked about the Cowboys. We talked about the building we were sitting in. We talked about him going over to the game in Australia or somewhere next year. And I was trying to work up Rio. I was trying to work up a way to get my wife over there free, but it never came. I never could work it out. But anyway, we was talking about that, and then I said, well, should I wait? Should I try to email, text, whatever? He's like, well, get with Tad in a couple of days. Well, I said, okay. And so we shook, we hugged. Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. And as soon as I got home, boom, Clarence, deal. Hey, man, I want to thank you. Hey, bro, just here to congratulate you. I'm like, pardon. I'm like, you know what? Is you and that man? How did you find out so quick?
Man, I just saw it, man.
Yeah, they don't
listen, I got a heart for you, and I know again what you've been through in your journey, and I wasn't even trying to do a story.
Right.
I just wanted to congratulate you. I just wanted to tell you I'm thinking about you, and I know how big this is. And most of us dummies don't know about the thing. So we think, well, now he gets to vote. Can you tell the people what that means for you? Because you was already voting, right?
Right.
Because most people think when you get convicted, you can't vote.
This is the problem. Felon is the key word to all of this. And that was the key word 20 years ago. When you become a felon, you lose your voting rights. You lose your right to carry guns of any kind, any weapons. You can't hold a federal job. And the only thing that stayed in play over the years was the federal job. You can go out now if you're a convicted felon and you can own a weapon, or you can vote. And you can vote right away. Once you get off all that parole and all that, you can vote and you can get a gun. Right. Depending on what state you're in. Right. Sometimes you have to go through a little bit more depending, but in Texas, you can get one right away.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The great state of Texas.
So what it means is, and like I was telling Mr. Jones, what me and him was talking about was, what it means is you have done good things since the bad incidents. You've been consistent, you've been a good person, and it's just your way of saying, hey, you back in society. 20 years ago, it was really, really big. Right. To me, it's really big because, like I say, how many people step up to the plate for you? I know Mr. Jones had something to do with it, and probably a few other people. So maybe Herschel Walker had something to do with it. Him and Mr. Trump, they boys. Right. So maybe Herschel was over in Bahamas saying, hey, I'm going to call my boy over for Nate, because, he the ambassador to the Bahamas. So, I mean, why you shaking your head on Herschel Walker? That's my USFL brother, man.
I'll leave that alone.
Yeah, he's a personal guy to Mr. Trump,
I know.
He's fighting for the brothers.
I'm going to leave Herschel alone.
Herschel fighting for the brothers.
I'm going to leave Herschel alone.
Why you going to leave Herschel? Well, I got a lawyer that'll back that up. It's called Law Nation.
1-800 Law Nation. It was because I consider you more than a friend, right?
Right.
We worked together for a long time. And so when the news came out, I'm sitting there and I'm like, a part of me, because of what I do, was like, well, I want to know, right? But the other half is like, that's my dog. Yeah. I ain't bothering him with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm sitting there and we got a group chat because we do another show, Hanging with the Boys on DallasCowboys.com. And so I'm sitting and I'm like, nah, that's my dog. I ain't bothering him with that. When I see him, I see him. If he want to say something, he'll say something about it. And so one of the other guys in our group chat brought it up, and I was like, "Whew, I'm so glad that you did," because I didn't want to bring it up.
Right.
They said, at least we can get, because Nate's very, very, very limited in what he says in the group chat.
Yeah.
So he'll give you a wow.
Yeah.
That's all he gave us was a wow.
One thing I want to talk about when we go to the next segment. I know we got another segment about another topic. Jerry Jones.
Okay.
And how he has taken care and how since you've been out.
Well, that's a perfect segue. So stay right here with it. When we come back, our next segment, we'll talk about Jerry Jones spoke to some folks over at TMZ during the Super Bowl, how this Super Bowl has changed his scope of how going forward, how Michael Irvin is the reason why he has a yellow jacket, and the questions that Clarence have about Jerry Jones and Nate Newton and their relationship. So stay right here with us. We'll be right back. This is the DLLS Cowboys podcast. What's going on, good people? Let me tell you about my guys over at Wild Forks Food, Meat and Seafood Market. I don't know if you've heard, but the beef prices are through the roof, skyrocketing prices. It's been in the news for weeks now. Wild Forks Foods Meat and Seafood Market has you covered with over 700 items, including 500 under $10 per pound. They have over 250 cuts of different beefs and poultry, seafood, pork, and exotic meats like ostrich, rabbit, or even alligator. I love me a good alligator. Plus, I can truly get my entire meal from Wild Forks Food Seafood Market because they have incredible size as well. Frozen is fresher at Wild Forks Food Meat and Seafood Market. That organic grass-fed brown beef is 85% lean, and it's just $6 per pound. That's about the best I've seen it out there. You got to try them out at one of their 9 DFW locations. Learn more at wildforkfoods.com today. Man, my good friends over at Branded Bills has got a deal for you. Whether you need snapback, truckers, fitteds, beanies, or tees, Branded Bill has you covered with performance and with style. Looking for some gear that make your brand stand apart from the crowd? Branded Bill has you covered with the best custom hardware. Start your order out, and then what will happen is one of their dedicated team members will create the exact custom order of apparel that you need. They have partnerships with over 40 colleges as a part of their campus collection, including, we have here, TCU is a part of them. Texas, hook 'em, whatever you prefer, Texas Tech and more. And also, these hats got the little bit of, that rope. That rope may come in handy one of these days. You never know. Head to brandedbills.com and use the promo code BBDLLS for 15% off your first order. BBDLLS for 15% off your first order. Go get your Branded Bills hat today. Welcome back to the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We got good company in the house today. We got more. He'll come on later. But we got the great Nate Newton, the freshly pardoned, might I add. Mm-hmm. Nate Newton, 3-time Super Bowl champion. Nate Newton here.
Load left.
Yeah, that was the play. That's the play right there. But to continue our conversation, you brought up Jerry Jones, and one of the things one thing that we love here at DLLS is when Jerry Jones talks.
Yes.
Because when Jerry Jones talks, one, everybody listens, and two, he's gonna say something that we can come back and talk about. Jerry always going to keep his name and the Cowboys' name in the news. And most recently, Jerry was caught on interviewing, talking about his mindset and his shift and his change. But before we get into that, Clarence, you did have a question that you wanted to carry over from the first segment to ask Nate about Jerry Jones.
Yeah, and a lot of the former players swear by Jerry.
That's right.
There'll be a little controversy outside, but he's been good. He's been good to his former players. You say he tried to do me. Yeah. You try to do me.
He want to do that.
I don't sit still, Nate.
He want to do this, and we like.
Yes, I got to bring it with me. I got to hold this thing with 2 hands.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
And bring it with me. I got to bring it with me.
Crazy.
Anyway, we're just talking about Jerry, and I know since you've been out, Jerry gave you a job and certainly brought you back into the family.
Right.
And, again, whether he's the one to talk to Trump, most people believe he was. Certainly, he was the one who had the honor of giving you the news. Right. Can you just talk about that relationship and how he has been there for you throughout everything?
Well, I've seen the way he's done it with other people. He don't brag. He don't go out and tell the world, hey, look what I did for this guy, that guy, this guy. But Jerry has his hands. He has people that has his hands on a lot of older players, ex-players, however you want to put it, former players. And, when I came back into the what we call, when you leave it, the institution, we call it the world. When you come back to the world, you know, Jerry made the transition. Be honest with you, Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin, Mr. Jones made it easy. Deion and Mike helped me get back into radio, ESPN, and stuff like that. Mr. Jones helped me get into DallasCowboys.com, him and Scott Purcell, because we started doing 1 or 2 shows. And then Scott like, hey, man, I want to use you for other stuff. But I keep sending you requests up the chain, and they keep coming back down a no-go. And so I was at something for Emmett. Emmett something, I don't know if it was his Hall of Fame or whatever, but I caught Mr. Jones at, you know, we was at all at the little watering hole, and I said, Mr. Jones, can I holler at you a minute? He said, yes, sir. He said, what you need, Nate? I said, we keep sending requests up for certain shows, and they keep coming back, no, we need your approval. He said, well, send it up again. And so we signed it up that Monday, and it came back that Monday evening. It was approved. Right. I like see my boy working. So and whoever it was, sorry, who was blocking it, sorry, but he took care of me. And from that point on, it seemed like my career just took off in broadcasting. Y'all know I ain't went to no school for broadcasting. I ain't went to school at all. But anyway, anyway, I mean, I was in school.
Shout out to FAMU.
Went to school. Thank you, fam. Y'all need to give me an honorary degree. That way we could really close this thing out. So, but anyway, he took care of me, man. And ever since, I mean, and every time I go out to the training camp, he talked to me. How's things going? He said, I always want you around in some capacity. And I was like, thank you, sir. Right. You know, so, and I said, you heard that, don't you, Stephen? Stephen just smiled like when he leave, you go. No, Stephen, nigga, I'm like that. I love being Charlotte close to.
Yeah, but you know, and I look at it. We're not gonna get on Micah, but Jerry is loyal to his players.
Yes,
he wants his players to be loyal to him.
That's right.
And I think that's part of the thing that we went across with Micah is that he don't feel Micah was loyal.
Yeah,
especially when he turned down that deal that they personally negotiated. And there's a whole lot of other stuff in there.
Yes.
But the law,
you just had to bring him up.
No. I'm serious. I mean, you look at Michael Irvin. I mean, because Jerry know what I did for you.
Yeah.
You come for me, and we can bring back the Michael stuff, Michael Irvin stuff. But I always say he wanted Michael to be his Michael. He wanted Michael to have that same bond. That's why he brought him into the Super Bowl press box and things like that. He wanted that bond with Micah like he had with those 90s players.
The thing is, though, Michael will come back to him after all this over with. Mr. Jones will still be Mr. Jones.
Right.
That's just who he is. So don't worry, Clarence. Michael will be taken care of in the future if Mr. Jones is alive.
Right. We're gonna get to Michael, you know, and what Jerry talked about. Certainly, I think it was a leftover Super Bowl interview at one of the Fanatics parties.
And one of the things, it was at a Fanatics party, and they caught Mr. Jones coming into the party. And
what are you doing at a Fanatics party?
Business is business, man. You got to make business wherever.
That ain't NFL honors, okay? What you doing at a Super Bowl party? But anyway, go on.
I'm not messy. It's not me. I'm not messy. I'm not.
I'm Captain Messy.
Yeah, you put it out. I'm not Captain Messy. I can't be Captain Messy sitting next to this joker. It's just never ever going to happen. But they called Jerry Jones, and you know he talked about seeing this year's Super Bowl and who was in the Super Bowl and how that shifted. And John, do we have that audio? It's just the urban part. Well, that the part about the Super Bowl is about seeing these two teams, what resources look like when you put it into the team and how that can take and transform your team. You don't need all this time. Now, this could be Jerry just being Jerry, right? Mm-hmm. He's just saying what is need to be said to patronize and to sugarcoat the fans so they can keep buying the hopium. But it is true, is that if you put and allocate the resources to these particular things, you don't need a long time to turn a team around. You don't. And then, you know, from there, and so just get your opinion on that of Jerry seeing how two teams, the Patriots, the Seahawks, how they put money into their team, right? Because Seahawks was number 1 in the league in offseason spending. The Patriots were number 4 in the league in offseason spending. With the way that you've seen Jerry kind of move with the coaching search and so on and so forth, and hearing him say that, do you think there's a change that is coming in his mind? or is this one of those offseason, things that Jerry does?
Jesse, man, you talk about it all the time. We'll know when free agency. Free agency will tell us everything. What we got, about 20 days?
March 9th is when legal tampering, and then the 11th is when free agency
That
opens.
would tell us as fans and believers of what he's saying, if he wants us to believe what he's saying, when free agency start. And you can tell within the first week, is he sincere about him doing this in a different way. If we go into the third week and haven't signed anybody, we're really after the first 6 days and we haven't signed anybody who can be an impact to this team, it's the same old.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Mr. Jones to death. I always will ride with him. But I knew the Cowboys, like he wanted to do the salt and pepper and all of this. And Mr. Jones, I knew the Cowboys before you owned them. I mean, we were not doing business like that. We was winning games. We need to get back to winning and going into deep into the playoffs.
And then he talked about, his relationship with Michael Irvin. And we all love Michael.
Playmaker.
No one loves Michael more than me. He changed my life. But Jerry said, that he's not in the Hall of Fame today without Michael Irvin. Now, Jerry didn't go into the Hall of Fame as an owner, as a GM. He went in the Hall of Fame as a contributor to the league. And he made a lot of folks rich around the National Football League, and they continue to make people rich. Did you know there's not a single NFL franchise that's worth less than $5 billion?
Right.
And Jerry has a lot to do with that.
He does.
But you were a part of those 90s teams. That relationship between Jerry and Michael, like, where did it start from? And just, he's taking care. Mike's his boy.
Yeah.
Mike's one of his sons that didn't come from.
It started with
Eugene.
Jimmy. Jimmy and Mike have always been close and always will be close. But that love for the game is genuine with Michael. Michael knew from an early age that if he had an out in taking care of his family and himself, it was going to be through football. And anybody who knows Michael Irvin understands his passion. If he's passionate about anything, he's gonna give it his all. And he told me a story one time, and I don't know if we got time, about how his dad had told him, who was a preacher, who worked in Miami 5 days a week, and every Friday night he would drive to Georgia and he'll preach on Sundays and drive back. So his dad on his deathbed said, "Son, you are the one that's going to take care of this family." And through football, that's how Mike did it. So Mike, that became his passion, football. And everybody that's connected to football, Mike has always brought them in. And who's better than to bring in the big dog, Mr. Jones? So he found out some of the things Mr. Jones like and don't like, and he catered to it. That's who Mike is. He'll find out who you are and what you are and what drives you, and Mike will go right at that. He will go right at that with a passion. With as much enthusiasm and passion as you have for what you like to do, he'll be 10 times as greater when you see him, and you know this. Yeah.
I'm not going to be messy. But I like the fact that he and Mr. Jones like some of the same things.
They do.
He likes some of the same things. They bonded on a whole lot of levels.
That's right. Yeah, they did.
They bonded on a whole lot of levels.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Mr. Jones, this is Clarence now. This ain't Jesse and Nate. This ain't Jesse. This ain't Jesse and Nate.
You said Michael found out what you like and what he like.
Yeah. He finds out what Mr. Jones like. Yeah, the money is great, Clarence. The money is great.
No, man, I love. That's one reason I got into journalism is I love telling people stories, and everybody got a story. But Dion, telling his mama who used to change the bedpans, "I'm gonna get you up out this hospital." He was a young boy. "I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna get you up out this hospital." And Michael, growing up with one of 17 kids, used to eat cereal with water because they couldn't afford milk.
Yeah,
that's part of his story, and we get to tell people. I get to tell.
I think his dad was a roofer. I
get to tell Nate's story coming from the USFL. He was there before all year. He was during the Tom Landry days.
Mm-hmm.
And most of these they don't know nothing about the Tom Landry days. The Cowboys, when Jerry bought them, you talking about how much Jerry's made money. The Cowboys were worth what, $135 million. You talking about every franchise worth $5 billion now?
Yeah, his franchise is the most expensive.
Yes, it's the most expensive.
He went from bleeding $1 million a month or so.
Yeah, what's we'll tell you.
So he was one of the poorest franchise, even though the name was great.
Yeah. It was a great name. Yeah. They were losing money hand over fist all the time until Jerry changed the game, and started making a local market to a national market, making money in Dallas and changing how everybody does things.
Start hip hop and breakdancing, doing Pizza Hut, Pepsi, all of it. Yeah.
No. He's been great.
I'm just surprised you and him didn't do some, steps with the cues and stuff like that.
You let him too. You let Jerry do it. Yeah. You let Jerry throw up the hook. You let Jerry throw up the hooks. For the right story.
Yeah, for the right story.
For the right story.
Yeah.
You be like, go ahead, Jerry. You be like, go ahead, Jerry. Underneath the table. Underneath the table, Jerry. Go ahead and throw the hook up. You can bark one time.
I don't report everything I know.
Jerry, you can bark one time. You can bark one time on me. This one's on me. All right, man. Stay right here with us. When we coming up next, there's a new free agent out there. We talked about some other people, but this one fresh off the press. Should this be the Cowboys' #1 free agent target in the offseason? I don't know. We'll discuss it. Stay right with us on the DLS Cowboys podcast.
How do you do it? Come on, man. Go sit on over here.
If you want to be a supporters club, I'm doing a commercial. Don't worry. I'm doing a commercial. Don't worry, Clarence. No, don't worry. Don't worry that I got to do a commercial read right now in this particular time of the show. If you want to be a part of the supporters club and not be rudely interrupted by Clarence Hill while you're trying to do a commercial, join. Absolutely join in. And when you become a supporter, here's the thing. We recognize you. We see our supporters in MD Rowe is in there. J Phil 21 is in there. Austin is in there. Who else we got? We got Dro Nose is in there. We got Jay Witt is in there. You become our family. So just go ahead, join the supporters club, get the badge, and then you can use these particular symbols. You got the pop. We don't have an unk. We got a pop. You know who that pop for is?
That's because you the troll.
No, pop is for you. We got the Dirk fadeaway. We got the 88. We're gonna get rid of the Brown because he ain't no longer here. He in DC. He with the president in DC. So sign up to join the supporters club because why not? Become a part of this crazy. We are live. We are local. We are insane in the membrane. We have special guests coming in. We got all that stuff happening. You want to be a part of this winning team. Because when the Cowboys start winning championships again, they're going to be watching it right here. We're going to be there. Clarence Hill going to have all the scoops. I'm going to be there. Jeff going to be there. And you're going to be there as well. So join the supporters club so that we know who you are, that you are a part of us, and we are a part of you. You got anything that you want to say before we end this? We got about 15 seconds. We got the
camera on us, man. I was looking to get this great gear. We're not doing the gear yet?
We ain't doing the gear yet. That's the next one. That's the next commercial. That's the next commercial. We ain't doing that yet. But join the supporters club. Become a part of it. The DLLS Cowboys podcast. Why not? Be with us. All right, welcome back to the DLS Cowboys podcast. And I told y'all, we got company today. This is the BET edition.
Yes, Black History Month.
This is the Black History Month edition. Well, whatever you need, we got on President's Day. On President's Day.
They might be trying to erase Black history, but
this is what we got going on today. We got myself, Jesse Holland. We got the baddest, and I mean that in the good way, the baddest in the land, the good bad. Reporter in the land. We got Nate Newton, a 3-time Super Bowl champion. I told y'all, if you ever get in any trouble, who you should call. Don't call Ghostbusters. Call 1-800-LAW-NATION. Come on. And we got the voice himself.
Yes, indeed.
La Voice.
Let's get it.
La Voice.
James Harden Jr.
Realize.
We got the beard himself.
Wait a minute.
We got Law Nation
Come on
in
with
the
it, baby.
building.
Let's
we got
get it.
Law Nation in the building. I always tell you this. I always tell you this in private.
Okay.
I always tell you this in private.
Okay.
But I do want to give you your flowers in public.
I appreciate it.
Because you outside. And in this business, I'm blessed because I got a chance to play the game. Nate will say the same thing. We got a chance to play the game. Right. Clarence has been in here since Jesus Sandals was walking around this earth. But in the new age of content creation, this is when you hear about having to get it out the mud, as the young people say.
Right.
You epitomize that.
Come on with it.
you get it out the mud.
Come on,
and I remember seeing. I was like, because today you ain't got your vest on.
I don't got the vest on.
You normally have a vest on, but you truly get it out the mud, bro. And I respect that.
Appreciate
You take your stuff on the road. You at every single function that you can be at. Right. You putting the content out there. You're fair in your content creation. But I'm always a fan of somebody who gets it out the mud. As someone who had to get it out the mud a different way,
right?
You get it out the mud, my brother. So salute to you and any success that comes your way because you do it the right way. You go and get it out the mud. And so, welcome to the show, Law Nation, man.
Come on with it, man. I appreciate y'all, man, having me on this beautiful platform with all of y'all elite guys. Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Come on, beard.
Elite guys over here.
You know what? Since he just bred all that young folks up, now what do you do? I mean, I ain't the young folk. So what you done drug out the mud, bro?
Man. I'm like the end all, be all, afraid of the grave. I do everything with Cowboys. Film breakdown, film reviews, interviews with players, setup. We do crosstalk. We do a whole bunch of stuff, man.
So what's coming up? I mean, what you got coming up? Yeah.
Oh, man, we got an HBCU thing that we got going around. Right. And I got a guy that went to FAMU by the name of Big Nate.
Oh, okay.
Left of me. Oh, it's right here. Hey, how you doing?
Well, let's go. Can we promote that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's going to be at the Law Nation Studios. It's going to be nice. We're going to be talking about the HBCUs and all of the players that went to the HBCU, regardless of whether it's FAMU, regardless of whether or not it's
them other schools.
Howard. My daughter went to Howard.
Okay.
My daughter
intelligent extraordinaire.
Yeah. The real HU.
I went to a PWI.
Yeah. And we got James Houston too, right. D Jackson State. So we're gonna have a bunch of guys. Jackson State.
Is that Confederate?
Confederate Union. No, Jackson State. Oh dear. We're gonna have a good time though. But my whole stance is everyone has a reason.
Okay.
But results are what matter. Okay. And I bring the results.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Okay. And he's a content creator.
Okay.
He creates cowboy and sports content.
Yeah. So you do any other sports, or you just mainly football?
Man. See, you're supposed to be all sports, but I fell in love with the Cowboys.
Okay.
And I can't stop talking about the Cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah. But he messy like Clarence. He messy like Clarence too, though.
Okay.
Oh, man, come on.
He part of the reason why Michael mom don't like me is because of Law. It's because of Law.
Mama Parsons, you know I love you now. You know I love you
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah, he said he loved Mama Parsons.
Yeah. You love her differently. Yeah. There's a different love. There's different levels to love.
Yeah. Gape and all that.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful person, man.
She is absolutely a beautiful person. And listen, you don't got to be mad at me no more. It's Law's fault because Law put the clip out. Law put the clip out, and that thing went everywhere.
I just repurposed what you said.
Law put the clip out. You ever wake up from a nap, and all of a sudden you look at your phone, and it is going crazy?
Right. The world done changed. Right?
Boy, and I went from being just regular old Jesse to public enemy number one.
Wow.
Yeah. Which, by the way, because sometimes it ain't that you're wrong. You just early.
It's just early.
And it comes to find out that I actually wasn't wrong. I just was early. But that's neither here nor there.
That can be debated.
I wasn't wrong. It's just early. And the people couldn't take it. They couldn't take the truth at that time, which ultimately came out to be the truth. Now everybody kicked Michael Parsons back in. Same folk that was calling me crazy names and saying like, oh, get him out of here. He's selfish. I was like, wait. I like somebody. Anyway.
But that's the nature of the Cowboys, though.
Yeah.
The moment you get paid, Cowboy Nation tend to turn on you a little bit. And it is always it's always about the money and how much money a player is making. And the last 30 years, 30 seasons, we haven't lifted up a Lombardi trophy and all of this stuff.
Yeah, he was the last one to touch one.
Yeah, he's the last one to touch one. So a lot of people get mad at the players instead of looking at the entire bigger picture of everything. And the name of the game is always, man, get your paper, man. NFL stands for not for long, right? You talking about millionaires going up against billionaires for money, right? And we already know that the salary cap can be stretched out,
finagled. I call it gymnastics.
Gymnastic, yeah.
You can gymnastic the numbers.
So on the topic that y'all had earlier, it was about we would know everything about this team going into the opening of free agency.
Yes.
But we would see it a mile away before it occurs because we got no money. So
we got no money.
No, we got money.
We're going to have to restructure. We're going to see all of that.
Those are simple restructures, though.
Right.
That's going to happen. That's just pushing the level. Those are already.
See,
I mean, so what you're seeing is they are over the cap, but they're levers in CD's contract.
Right.
That contract that's automatic. They can push the button. That they're going to push the button.
Right.
They create room.
Right. So what I was getting at is that when they do that, that's when we know for sure something about.
But they're going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
They have to because number one, because they're over the cap. So they're gonna push those levers anyway.
When they have to be within reason.
At the start of the league year, whenever it is, March 11th, whatever. At the beginning of the March 7th, whatever, the beginning of the league year, they have to be under the cap. So they will push those levers anyway.
See, Law, let me help you, Law. Stop. See, when you go, we over here may not have no money, but Jerry over there has plenty of money. So start with the we. You know, we don't have no money. We got plenty of money. I went up in his office and I saw all that money just sit there. It is called Mr. Jones. You know what I'm saying? So we got money. We just like you say, the gymnastics, like Jesse said, the gymnastics.
So that brings me to the topic at hand. We're talking about free agency. The news just came out, and we've talked about where the Cowboys should go, especially defensively, right? We know that you need a defensive end. You need a rush end. You need multiple linebackers. Yeah. You need some safeties. You need some corners. And a lot of the target has been, all right, well, maybe we go trade for the guy in Las Vegas. Or maybe we go sign the aging guy in Cincinnati this offseason. Well, news just dropped about 30 minutes ago.
Tyreek Hill's free.
Shit,
all right.
Come on, man.
Oh, you want to talk about Tyreek?
We
don't need another receiver.
If you want to know how not to pull out, then go ahead and call Tyreek. He'll get you right. Tyreek will get you right in that particular field. But one of the names that have now become available kind of sits right in the wheelhouse and ballpark of what the Cowboys need. Defensive end Bradley Chubb.
Right.
The news has come out today that the Miami Dolphins are planning to release him, making him a free agent. Is this a name, when you look at what he's done, 54 pressures last year, 8.5 sacks, led the team in pressures, led the team in sacks. This is a name that a lot of people have talked about. Even last year when people thought Miami was cleaning house, you saw Jalen Phillips go to the Philadelphia Eagles, and people were asking about, is Bradley Chubb on that list? He didn't get traded last year on that time, but with the Dolphins releasing Bradley Chubb in this offseason, does he now become the number one free agent target for the Dallas Cowboys?
I mean, you got to put him into the mix. Last season we was kind of skid marked dead last in defense. And you need to have somebody that can be an impact maker. We do know that Jadeveon Clowney, he's a free agent too. So do you go with the old, bring him in, or do you go with somebody a little bit younger who's 28, 29? Bradley Chubb can't give you those pressures. So, yes, on top of that, I believe the year that what's the guy named Vic Fangio, when he was with the Dolphins, Bradley Chubb was on that team. Well, you got an understudy under Vic Fangio named Christian Parker, so I'm quite sure that continuity and the understanding of defense will fit right on in. So why not?
Yeah, and Nate, you talked about having impact players, A-plus players, right? Difference makers.
Yeah.
Is Bradley Chubb one of these guys that you look at and go, you bring him in, he now gives you that above average. I don't think he's elite, but he gives you that well above average type of pass rush that the Cowboys can definitely use on their defense.
Definitely coming off that edge, man, because all we have is the young guy, Donovan.
Yep, Donovan as a rock.
He's still learning. So he got another 8 or 9 games before he really break into the league and see what he's doing. So I would give that serious consideration. Talking to the agent, he's a free agent right now because he's released.
Once they release him,
you can talk to his agent. You can start those negotiations now if possible, because Mr. Clowney, I enjoyed what you did last year, but he ain't moving the needle for me. He's not moving the needle for me. I need somebody that's going to be very, very impactful because, like you said earlier, Jesse, this thing can happen in an off season. You don't have to wait 2 years. You don't have to wait 3 years. This thing can happen in the off season. if you let the coaches coach and the players play.
And one thing is important to note: they need more than one.
They do.
It ain't one or the other.
Yeah,
they can bring back Clowney because he's a veteran.
Yeah,
and they can sign
at the right price.
And it's gonna be
you
right.
tell him, say, son, this is what we giving you.
They can bring back Clowney and sign Chubb. And the thing about Chubb is there's so much talk about Max Crosby. You got to give up something for Max Crosby.
Yeah. You give up something.
Well, yes,
you're gonna give up everything.
Yeah, you got. That's what I mean. You got to give up. What I'm saying is you can sign Chubb for free, and he's gonna be cheaper. So
see, one of them is when you walk in the club,
right?
You say, "Well, oh yeah, I'm leaving." Yeah, you're willing to buy all the drinks for her.
Okay.
Then you got one late at night say, "Girl,
close the door."
Me and you the only one. Me and you the only one in here. So
we the only one left.
Me and you the only one left. That's cloudy.
Yeah. And a quick.
That's called a 10 at 2.
10 at 2. And a quick
at 2.
Yeah.
And a quick agent note. Yeah. Bradley Chubb is represented by Eric Burkhart, who lives in Dallas. Yeah. Wow. So it's not like you got to go far, to be there. So, all right, man, Law, you gonna stay right here with us?
Yeah, I'll be right with you.
All right, Nate, you gonna stay right here with us?
The club, man. The club.
Messy Clarence, you gonna stay? You ain't got no
choice.
You
like that club.
You ain't got no choice. You already.
I got an analogy that we gonna hit up on coming out of the break. Then analogy.
Law Nation.
Law Center. Cowboy DLS podcast. We'll be right back. Yeah. All right, man. If you are signed up to be a diehard, if you are not, you should. What are you waiting on? Now, you probably missed the Super Bowl sale, all right? But get signed up to be a diehard. Here's what comes along with being a diehard. Once you sign up to being a diehard, then what you get with being a diehard is you get a chance to now being able to be a part of what we do here, right? You're a diehard, and you get a free T-shirt with that. So you sign up to be a diehard, free T-shirt coming your way. That's not it. You get a free carrying card, right? So now you get a carrying card that identifies that you are a part of the gang. You know what I'm saying? Clarence always throwing up his hooks and the affiliation that he with his frat. You can throw up your call. You can throw up your DLLS card. You get that right there. QR code is in the corner of that screen. And also, you get 20% off merch. So you get one T-shirt for free. Stay Sightsy shirt. That's still in there. Hoodies, shirts, you get 20% off that. But you can get that Stay Sightsy shirt for free when you sign up. Cooper Flag fan, you get the Cooper Flag Pledge of Allegiance shirt for free if you sign up to be a diehard. But if you're saying, hey, I want the flag shirt and I want the Stay Sightsy shirt, don't sign up twice. Sign up once, get the free T-shirt, and then you use your discount to get another shirt. Buy some for some friends. Buy some for some family. We got hats. We got T-shirts. We got hoodies. We got everything that you can want on sale. See there right there, Clarence? Pop got one on right there, depending on the style that you want. And those are good quality hats too. Brandon Bills makes a lot of those hats. So it's a good quality hat that you're going to get. You're not going to sweat it out. You're not going to, have the sweat stains on it. You're not going to ruin it. If a little bit of moisture get on it, that's that good, clean, good quality of headwear that you can get. Beanies, all that kind of stuff. Shot glasses, all that kind of stuff that you can get in the store. And you be a part of our, what do they call it? The
Supporters Club?
Not the Supporters Club. It doesn't matter. Sign up to be a diehard today.
Yeah. I got my cards, man.
Welcome back to the DLS Cowboys podcast, the BET edition.
On President's Day.
On President's Day. The Black History Month edition. We Black History Month all week.
My birthday this month. So
your birthday this month?
February the 2nd, baby. It was just past.
Oh, it's past.
It's past.
Happy belated, man.
Appreciate you.
Happy belated, man.
You got more than $1 in your wallet? Come on, man. You got a Louis Vuitton wallet with $1?
Come on, Gary Cash.
They pay
us
money. They pay us too much around here.
Society.
Oh, I know what that dollar
is.
That dollar for Harry Hines, right?
Yeah, he down there. We got Law Nation in the building.
I didn't have no record Harry Hines.
We got 3-time Super Bowl champion Nate Newton.
I didn't have no record Harry Hines.
Stop trying to do the intro. 3-time Super Bowl champion Nate Newton. We got Clarence Hill, and I am your host, Jesse Holly. Now, before we went to break, Law, you said this in a break, and you said that you have an analogy.
Most certainly. I look at the draft that the Cowboys say that they want to do everything. They build through the draft.
2 first-round picks.
2 first-round draft picks.
Number 12 and number 20.
But what you want to do is, before you go into the draft, it's just like going grocery shopping. You do not want to grocery shop on an empty stomach, right?
That's right.
So I look at the free agency.
Why you point to the big boy when you did that?
Hey, man.
Why you point?
Why you
point? Come on, man. Why you point to the big boy talking about eating to go in the grocery store?
I leave this show, I'm going to
right? So I look at it. The two teams that was in the Super Bowl, they did something before they went into the draft. They played around in free agency. If the Cowboys going to do anything for the 2026 season, of course, they're going to restructure some of these contracts, but they got to make sure that they put something on their stomach before they go into the draft.
They always tell you, don't go to the grocery store hungry. You start buying stuff that you don't even want and need.
You be starting, oh, man.
Everything start looking good.
Everything
start looking good.
And the bottom line is this. The Cowboys have too many needs. They cannot fill every need in the draft. And as we talked earlier, it's a win-now league. Come on. It ain't developmental win in a couple of years. We're not trying to build for the future. You know, you saw the last two teams in the Super Bowl, as Jerry pointed out. Right. They didn't make the playoffs last year. They were also top 5 teams in spending last year in free agency. 1 year later, they're in the Super Bowl, okay? Right. So, yes, you want to build through the draft, but they have so many needs. Yes, they have 2 first-round picks. They have no second and third-round picks, okay? So you're not going to get everything you need in the draft. Right. You do need to supplement, and I've said it for years. I've screamed till I was blue in the face. Do something in free agency. Right. You cannot build a team strictly through the draft. It can't be just draft and develop. You have to exhaust all avenues to improve your team. That includes phrases. You can't just sit out phrases. You can't be going on vacation every March on Bravo, Eugenia, when everybody's spending money for agency. You know, you got to do something because you're shopping at the dollar store. We got to stop shopping at the dollar store for agency. Come on with it. It's free agent time. You talk about whether Bradley Chubb or Matt Scrum. And let's be honest about it. George Pickens is first. Oh, yeah. You can start talking to George, just like you start talking to Bradley Chubb right now. Once he gets cut, you don't have to wait to start a free agent because he's a free agent because he was released. You can start talking to George Pickens now.
Well, break down the dynamics of David Mulugeta, then. How all of that stuff can work out.
What's the dynamics? He's one of the dynamic agents, just like you talk to everybody else. I mean,
you got to call him.
You got to go through him.
Do Jerry Jones, because I know he do the negotiation or who pick up the phone first. Talk to me. Break it down to the audience, man.
Let's be honest.
Break it down to the audience.
I mean, the bottom line is you have to you cannot not talk to the agent. Right. Okay. You have to go through the agent. Whether it's Drew Rosenhaus, anybody else, you always talk to the agent. You talk to Dak's agent. Right. The idea that you shouldn't talk to Mulugeta or is not want to talk to Mulugeta is crazy. Mulugeta.
Yeah. What I'll say, and because Clarence, you got a chance to talk to David. Literally, I saw it with my own eyes as we were walking into the conference center in San Francisco, and David told you at that particular time, I ain't heard from him. I ain't heard from nobody from the Joneses camp about anything that we consider noteworthy for the George Pickens deal.
Well, both of you guys played for the silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet. And when it's time for those negotiation things go down, do you say, agent, I really want to be with the Cowboys? So I love. Or you just let the agent do all the walking.
Let me speak first.
Speak.
I didn't have that option. I was trying to get what I could get. Okay,
like I'm leaving here with something.
Look, you talk about not going to the grocery store on an empty stomach. Whoever the hell like me, I like them. Yeah, that was my thing. If you like me, okay, I'm going home with you then. So I didn't listen. There was no negotiating with me. It was, here's what we gonna pay number 16. If he want it, fine.
So you're in the parking lot. You're in the parking lot pimping type of thing.
Listen, I'm trying to turn them 4s into 10s. I will, whatever they said. I would we give them this, and I was like,
I just believe that once Mr. Jones get a word to Steven or whoever else, or whether it's Steven giving word, they're gonna make a call. They're gonna make a call to the agent. They know it's gonna be a tough sell, so that's why the free agent tag is there. And they're gonna do
franchise tag.
The franchise tag is there, so they're gonna do that right there. We look for ways for them to do business different, and we've been for the last 10 years, 12 years. Why don't we sign these guys early? Why don't we get them done? Well, it's gonna be hard with this agent. because of what transpired before. But they're not gonna hold grudges. The agent, our Mr. Jones, them. Once they get into the hardcore negotiations, all that gonna be forgotten. It's gonna be about just getting the deal done. But what I'm thinking, what each of us saying is, don't wait.
Too late.
Yeah, don't wait. It can happen now.
And one of the things I talked about last week is because we always talk about these championship windows and these windows for players, and I just came to the conclusion that they don't exist. To me, windows no longer exist because I've seen this year with the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold was not an elite quarterback. He's not an elite quarterback.
Right.
He's not.
Right.
He's not. Jalen Hurts, not an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
He's not. Purdy, not an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
If you want to put your team in a position to succeed, the front office opened the windows.
Right.
When they decide that we're going to put money and resources around Jalen Hurts gets a chance to be really good because he has a phenomenal roster. Yeah. Same thing with Sam Darnold. Same thing with Purdy. Like Patrick Mahomes is elite. Right. So he can clear up some of the sins that they may have around them.
Right.
But when a team wants to, and Seattle showed you that, and the Patriots showed you that. The Patriots 4-13, Super Bowl.
Right.
Second year coach of Michael McDonald with the Seattle Seahawks, they put the money and the resource into it.
Come on with it, man.
Super Bowl. So when we talk about the windows and windows and windows, there's no, to me, they don't exist anymore. If your front office wants to put the money in place, your window is open. If they don't want to put the money in place, this is the stuff I got to deal with these kids. This is the kid.
But I do gravitate to your point, but I always look at defense win championships. I know we got two offensive-minded guys on this panel right now, but if you look at it in the history of the Cowboys, they never won a Super Bowl without a top-5 defense.
But again, what happened?
History.
They went and got a guy. They went and said, hey, Charles Haley, what you doing? You know what it is to win a couple of these rings. What you doing next September? You want to play a little football?
Yeah,
no problem. Deion Sanders, you could probably cover a guy too.
Right.
What you doing next August? You want to come with y'all Thousand Oaks? What y'all,
1,000.
You want to come on down Thousand Oaks for a couple days?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. We go. I'm gonna get some of the Nike money, and I'm gonna pay you. Yeah. So yes, to what you're saying is correct.
Right.
But also, yes, what I'm saying is, Jerry and company decided we're going to have to go pay some dudes that's going to come over here and change the fortune of what the direction that we were going. Yeah. You put the money into it, good things transpire.
Oh, certainly. What you got?
With the lead of the coach.
Yes.
With the lead of the coach.
Yes.
You know, like I tell you, I believe there's great coaches out there, but it's always going to be great players connected. And that's what we have to do. You say we are offensive-minded guys. Jesse will tell you, I'm always talking defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see championships through defenses, you know, and so I just believe
Not
that
me. Sling that thing.
what they have done, you know, like I know fantasy football is hurting and mad because of these two teams, but I love the Super Bowl. I love the way it was played. We almost had our first kicker be the MVP because, and I don't like kickers. I hate kickers.
Okay.
But kickers are more prevalent when you have defenses.
All right, we about to go. And I want to make sure these guys are able to promote what they need to promote. Well, you shouldn't have got up. Law Nation. Promote your podcast, man.
Most
what you got going on?
Oh my, Law Nation Sports. You guys know where to find it. Follow me. I talk Cowboys football and beyond, even boxing. We throw in a little of that. But, you know, it's good to be in company of DLLS. Come on with it.
Nate?
Hey, man, I'm just riding with you guys, man. You know, wherever Jesse go, you'll see out of the 10 shows he got, I'm on a couple of them. Yeah.
And we may be doing something in the future. We'll keep that on the keep that on the
download. We got to do a little begging.
I was looking around because Cowboys have won in 30 years, right? This was the first one, right?
Right.
Have y'all had a reunion?
No, we haven't had a reunion, but we all good. We all good, man.
No, I'm the 95 teams. There's no reunion for the 95 teams. 30 years.
No, 30
Last
years.
Super Bowl title.
But we can bring it together with this victory this year when we buy our way to the Super Bowl this year.
How shocked are you, though? No title.
I know it's hard.
You were part of a 3-title team. Did you think that it was going to dry up?
No, I didn't think it would dry up, but the dynamics of the games changed and how Mr. Jones them did business. So I saw real quick that it could dry up.
Yeah. Real quick, you saw.
Yeah.
You saw it coming.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's it for us, man. Shout out to we don't have any super chats? No
super chats.
Okay. Oh my God, that's always Clarence saying hi, ladies. Shout out to all of you that joined today. Make sure you hit the like button. Go back up right quick. I want to give a quick shout out. Go back up to Dope Content. Young fella here out of DFW, man. Watch out for him. He's gonna be doing some good things. Met him at the Super Bowl, doing some good work. But for Jesse, for Clarence, for Nate, for Law Nation. As Jeff would always say, you never know what anyone's going through.
I forgot to give a shout out to Reality PR firm, man. Shout out to Reality PR firm. She in the building
you gotta
too.
Hurry up,
we got to get out of here. As Jeff would say, you never know what anyone's going through, so be kind to everyone. And as I always say,
thank you, man.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Thank you, Nate.
We all silly like the mayor.